What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back another video on the channel, and today we went to Boston Market. Boston Market, about 10 years ago, was one of my favorite restaurants to eat at. I ate there literally once a week at one point. The last time I'd gone, I did an eating challenge, which I ate the entire menu, which is about a year and a half ago, and I didn't really like it, so I haven't been back ever since. So we're gonna give one more chance to Boston Market. So what I did was got all of the sides as well as the chicken and the desserts on the menu. Pretty much the entire menu, not the whole menu, but a lot of the menu. And I'm gonna go through everything and rank everything and see if Boston Market is still worth the money. I hope so, because, well, why would you want bad food? This order cost me about $50 and change. I got a family meal, which comes with 3 large sides, as well as 3 extra sides. They have a deal where you spend $8, you get 3 more sides. I got the rotisserie nuggets, which I never tried. Of course, the cornbread, and then 2 of their desserts. I got there, it says Decadent Brownie and Decadent Cookie. We're gonna see how decadent it really is. Drop a thumbs up if you want me to see me ranking all of these franchises and getting the menu and seeing what's what and if it's worth it or not. Let me know in the comments what else you would want to see. But let's start off with, well, what they are known for the most, which is their rotisserie chicken. They give you a whole chicken with that meal, and the meal costs $31, which really isn't that bad for something like this. So I got a whole chicken over here, and then let's get some of these sides open. Got a mashed potato, and we got corn, cilantro rice, and the cream spinach. The cream spinach used to be my absolute favorite, like absolute. The last time I had it, it tasted weird, but that's okay. Here we go. Let's start with a chicken. I love dark meat, so let's get that leg quarter, the thigh and drumstick combo. Their chicken probably is not gonna miss. It always was good. I never had a complaint about the chicken, but look how juicy that is. Yeah, it's still good. So what you expect. Rotisserie chickens, even the ones at Walmart and Costco, don't miss. Which you can get for $5. I'm not sure how much the rotisserie chicken cost at Boston Market because I got it in the meal, but I doubt it's $5. As far as the meat goes, you know how rotisseries work. Everything is always super juicy. Can't go wrong with this. I'm never going to complain about a rotisserie chicken. You even really got to season it, which some of the ones you get at like Walmart, Costco have like a rotisserie seasoning or a lemon pepper. This one seems to have like a traditional, well, traditionally not much seasoning at all, but you're still not going to go wrong with it. People usually get this chicken and they kind of mix it in with the sides. Let's get a little bit of this breast here. Let's grab a big piece of breast off with the skin. Yeah. Yeah, it still bangs. Even the breast is juicy. I got 0 complaints about this. I probably would season a little more myself, if I'm being honest. But other than that, it's still a W. But with that being said, like I said in the beginning, Costco and Walmart have chicken for about $5 to $6, which is a better value than what you're probably going to get from here. And they're a little better seasoned as far as the skin goes. This just looks like a traditional roasted chicken, but you're not going to go wrong with it. But nobody goes to Boston Market and just grabs the chicken. So even though it's good, it can't be perfect. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. And give me utensils. I know y'all don't like my plastic utensils, but better than doing dishes. Got some of the sides here. I'll get into the other ones as we go forward, but I'm going to start with the cream spinach because it used to be my favorite side from there. Give you a lot in here too, which is pretty good. Like I said, it's $8. You get 3 sides and a cornbread, which isn't half bad. It doesn't taste the same. It had much more of like a richer flavor back then. This just... I know somebody gonna have something to say about this, but hear me out. I know it's cream spinach, but it should taste like more than cream and spinach. And that's what it tastes like. I don't know if it had more of like a cheesy taste before. There's no seasoning whatsoever in here, and there used to be, so there is a huge difference. While it's still edible, it has like a strange, I don't know, aftertaste. This used to move me, like really move me, and it just don't move me no more. Like I'll eat it, but it almost feels like a waste of calories at this point. 3 out of 10. Cilantro lime rice. I don't know what it's doing on the Boston Market menu, but I'm here for it. So let's try it out. I mean, it looks like it has a little hue to it. I mean, there's not big pieces of cilantro in here, but it's got some green stuff. So, do I smell lime? That's legit flavorless. Like, flavorless. Somebody needs to go to Chipotle and steal their homework. Because even Chipotle has better cilantro rice than this. And, God, I don't want to be harsh, man. Y'all know how I am, but the rice isn't cooked right. Like, it's almost undercooked. Like, it still has, like, rice shouldn't be mushy, but it also shouldn't be, like, al dente. Like, there's a bite to this that is just not bringing in the points. I'm going to go out on a limb before I get everything. And I'm going to say that's going to be the worst thing on the menu. That right there. That's a 0. I'm sorry. Corn. You can't mess up corn, can you? Nope. You can't. It's corn. I like corn. And it doesn't have a mushy, like it came from a can taste. It probably does. But even with that, it's not mushy, which is good. There's still good bite to that. Again, there's no butter or anything in it, but it's corn. I would eat it. It's not above average corn, but it's corn. Like, if I was going there, I'd probably get the corn before I got either of those, so. Not much to say about the corn other than, I mean, I give it a 5. It's just corn. Like, ain't nothing special about it, but ain't nothing bad about it, so right in the middle. But the cornbread. Do I have honey? That's the honey? No honey? I got honey. I know I have honey. I have honey. Another thing I used to like from here was the cornbread. You know what I'm going to do, though? I'm going to get a fresh piece. This one's been sitting in the corn, so we got a fresh piece of cornbread right here. A little bit better. I used to like the cornbread. It's not bad. There are little pieces of corn in here. Not big, but like almost chopped looking. But I can see them. I don't know if you'll be able to pick that up on the camera, but little pieces of corn. Again, this is always better warmed up. You can definitely work with this cornbread. It's not nasty by any means. You know, it needs a little something, but I always did like their cornbread. It still hits. It's not the best cornbread you'll ever eat, but from a franchise restaurant when you're getting a meal and you get a piece of cornbread, you can't really go wrong with that. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Another one of the dishes from there, the side dishes I should say, that I used to like was their sweet potato casserole. A lot of color on this, but you can smell this. Like, it's sweet as hell, but it always worked with their stuff. It's not bad. That's not bad. This is the best side dish I've had so far. It's pretty sweet, but not overly sweet. You can still taste the sweet potato here, which is good. And I know when you see it, they don't have it on here, but when you go to the place, when I was standing there, I could see the brown sugar and the marshmallows on there, which just makes it look even better. Now, I'm not really like difference between sweet potato casserole or candied yams but the texture for me, I am big on texture. I don't necessarily care for like the whipped texture of this. There's no chunk whatsoever to it. But as far as taste goes, it's still good, and I would definitely get this. If I was picking the side so far, sweet potatoes, corn, cornbread, and the chicken, and you'd still have a W. I'm not sure what their meals go for, just like a single meal anymore. I would think somewhere like $12, $13, $14, which is teetering on the brink of overpriced. But it's still, nonetheless, if somebody gave you a bunch of these sides, I would stick to this. Pretty good. 7.5 out of 10. Mashed potatoes, again, I don't know. I used to eat this, I believe. I'm going to get some without the gravy. There is gravy here, but it comes separately. So let me just try it without. That's not bad. That's not bad. Okay, again, texture, personal preference, completely personal preference. When I get mashed potatoes, I like more of a, I don't like them whipped, and this is closer to whipped, but it definitely has flavor to it. I can get some garlic, salt, pepper in here. Obviously the cream to make mashed potatoes. This is even good without the gravy, but it does come with gravy. So let's try the gravy. It's a chicken gravy. Let's get a little on here. I'm gonna guess they make the gravy from the chicken drippings, which would be a smart idea. I hope so. But let's get some mashed potatoes with the gravy. Not the best gravy. Try one more with the mashed potatoes. Okay, one more. Believe it or not, I like the mashed potatoes better without the gravy. In the gravy, you can definitely taste the chicken flavor. Like, they definitely use the drippings from it because it has that same flavor profile. But I don't really think they added anything else to it after. You know, I'm going to guess they used some sort of roux and to thicken it up, maybe some flour. But I don't think they added anything else to it. I mean, it looks like there's some kind of pepper, salt, pepper in here. But it just, you know, I feel like gravy should have much more deeper flavor in this. And it's a very bland chicken flavor. I don't think that you would mind it if you had it just together and you didn't try it beforehand. But the mashed potatoes just taste better without it, which is kind of surprising. Not that I wouldn't eat it. It's just, again, if I was picking, I would just get it with no gravy. That's crazy. That's a very, very uncommon thing for me. So the mashed potatoes themselves, I would give a 7.5, but the gravy, I would give a 4 to. I wouldn't really get this gravy, but it's not like on the 3, 2, 1 level where it's like, okay, this is nasty. Just not. And this should be fun. The mac and cheese, I actually used to eat this. It wasn't bad. I don't know anymore though. But again, that's why we're trying this all again. I do remember when I got this in the eating challenge that I didn't like it at all, and I was like laboring to eat it, but let's see. I don't like the consistency. This just seems very, somebody gonna get mad, but I don't like KFC's mac and cheese, and this is what it reminds me of. Oh, that sucks. I think KFC's mac and cheese might be an upgrade on this. Let me give you some reasoning. I'm not just going to sit here and say that it's bad. I'm going to tell you why. Even with this type of mac and cheese, the consistency on this mac and cheese is watery. Like, I'm getting noodle and watery cheese, which isn't very pleasant to eat. Flavor notwithstanding. Yeah, very watery. Here's the thing. KFC has thicker mac and cheese, but this might taste a little better than KFC's mac and cheese. But the consistency is just not, like, I can see, I don't know if I can be able to get you this, but can you, like, tell how, like, watery that is? Or is it just me? Like, it's stuck to the fork, but it's just, like, you can see it more on this side. Look. See how it's runny almost. So, yeah, that's runny as hell on that. So, woo. Ooh, yep. Ooh, that's like a texture turn off right there. 1 out of 10. Also have a menu item that came out probably 4 or 5 months ago, but I never really wanted to just go. I never really wanted to. I'm sorry. That was kind of rude. I never want to just go to Boston Market just to try these, but these are their rotisserie nuggets. I got the spicy. They don't look spicy. I think they just gave me regular, to be honest. They look like real pieces of chicken, which is a good thing, and like a grilled nugget or something. Yeah, you can see there's like, they were on some kind of rotisserie or a grill mark. You can see the marks right here. That's really salty. I don't know why they added, like, if this is the chicken they had from here, I don't know why they would add so much salt to this. Like, overpoweringly salty. The chicken itself, though, is tender. It's juicy. So I have no complaints about this. This is definitely not the spicy. I think it just gave me the rotisserie. I think the spicy just comes with the spicy sauce they pour on it. I'm not sure why I didn't necessarily get it. And when I got it, they just kind of had it already and gave it to me. Maybe they gave me the wrong one, but we move. Yeah, no. You get a side of ranch with it. It's Ken's ranch. It's good ranch. Big pieces though. At least it's real chicken. I'll give them credit for that. I mean, with the ranch, if you just want some quick protein, this nugget also was better. I don't know if they just poured salt on the top or something. Let me grab one from the bottom real quick. Why did I pour that in the ranch? I'm so stupid. Hold on. Another one from the bottom. The ones in the bottom are much better. I think they might have just poured salt on the top or something. They definitely did. The ones on the bottom weren't that bad. I think they just put salt on the top and it made it overly salty. The ones on the bottom just taste like pieces of, like, you know, chicken breast. A little bit of seasoning on there. Get some salt, and I think they might have like a chicken seasoning blend they use. And you dip it in the ranch. Not half bad. Again, it's nothing to write home about. I think an order of this is like $4, and you get like, I don't know how many pieces I just ate, but there's one left. So I think you probably get like 6 or 7. Not bad. Nothing to write home about. Nothing that I would want. But if you want a quick meal where you want like a chicken nugget, the only comparison I have is Chick-fil-A's grilled chicken nuggets. I don't really like Chick-fil-A's grilled nuggets, but these might actually be better than those, to be honest. So if you're looking for a grilled nugget, just tell them not to salt the top. I don't know what they did that for. These don't have that. I ate the whole thing. The only thing I can rank it against is Chick-fil-A's grilled nuggets, which I give a 6 to. These are slightly better, so I'll give them a 6.5. And last, we have 2 of their desserts. We have their Decadent, that's on their menu, brownie, as well as their chocolate chip cookie. The cookie looks better than the brownie, but I'm going to try the brownie first. There's a lot of comparisons for this because fast casual and fast food chains all seem to do cookies and brownies. That's why I got it. I wanted to see kind of where it stacks up. So let's see what this is hitting for. I like the, ooh, it looks crumbly. I might like this. I like that fudge drizzle on the top. Just adds a little something to it. And this looks like it's kind of dense, which I like a dense brownie. I like this brownie. This is a W. This is fantastic. I love a fudgy brownie, man. This just made the whole thing just so much better. Very dense. Love that. Chocolate chip chunks on the inside. Love that. If you heat this up, you got some vanilla ice cream, you eat it alone. This is not a miss. Maybe they should change the name to Boston Brownies. Because this right here, one of the better brownies I've had from the fast casual chain. The only one off the top of my head that I can think of that is markedly better than this is Firehouse Subs. Couldn't think of it. I don't know how I couldn't. I saw it in my head, but I couldn't see the. Yeah, come here. This is a dub. You can sign me up for that all day. I love when you have chocolate chips in a brownie. Such an underrated move. And when you kind of give it that dense fudginess as opposed to a cake, this is how brownies should go. So, I think this is like $2. Pretty big size brownie, and I ate damn near the whole thing. Yes. Ranking this against other fast food or fast casual chain brownies, this is a 9 out of 10. It's way, way up there. Duh, I did not see that coming. Let's go to the cookie. Decadent chocolate chip cookie. Even if they get these from a frozen thing, they're just something that makes it better when they put it in this saran wrap like this. So I always like that. Oh, that's the bite. Oh, look at this. Look at that bite right there. Lots of chocolate chips right here. Oh, it's kind of melty. We might have something. Get in there. I don't know if this is because it was sitting in the bag on the way home, but it kind of melted the chocolate chips, was just making this even better. But there is no but. I was going to say something, but I bit into it again. That would have been cap. That's why I try to take 2 bites before I start going off on it. Look how melted that is right there. Ooh, man. This is actually cooked really well. The outside has a little bit of like they're not burnt, but it's a noticeable bite, so it's not gonna fall apart. I thought it was overcooked, but when I bit into it, the inside is still soft and gooey. WF cookie. Boston desserts. Boston cookies and brownies. I'm there. Just change the name. Boston chicken with no sides and brownie. Yeah. This is way up there. It's even better than, like, people like Subway and stuff like that. This is better. These are good. They're really good. Oh, that bite was crazy. Look at that. Can y'all see? I love a good chocolate chip cookie, man. Oh, I love it. Wow. Go away. Right mouth. One of my favorite places for these types of desserts is Firehouse Subs. Really good cookie, really good brownie. This is close. Firehouse Subs I give a 9.5 to. I really like them. This is a 9. It might even be in the top 3. Not crazy. I didn't expect that. Boston sides, no. Boston chicken and brownie desserts. W. Boston chicken and cornbread. W. You're gonna think I'm crazy when I say this. I didn't give a lot of high rankings out. Last week I did KFC. Just hear me out. I don't really like KFC sides. I didn't rank a lot of those very high too. They have better sides than KFC. It's not a great restaurant overall. But if you go there and get specific things, it's really not half bad. So if I was picking out an order, hear me out. I would go with sweet potato casserole and the mashed potatoes. One of those two, depending on your whatever. And the corn. With the chicken, the cornbread, and a cookie, and you've got yourself a W. Like KFC, the rest of the sides are mid or worse. But these mashed potatoes I like better than KFC's. Way better than KFC's. They taste more homemade. Doesn't taste like instant mashed potatoes, which makes it better. So I would eat those. KFC ain't even got this. Yeah, get the hell out of here. Don't get this. Don't ever get that. Bring this in. Bring you over. Bring you down. Bring you back. You come here. And then you just take a cornbread, right? With the corn still on it. You plop that there. And this is a winner. Is it worth the money? Hold on a second. Wait, Boston Market chicken meal. 2 dark pieces, 2 sides, cornbread, drink is $11.79. KFC's 3-piece meal, 2 sides, biscuit, drink is $12.49. So the price point is kind of similar. You do get an extra piece of chicken, but this is rotisserie, so that just depends on how much chicken you want. KFC's fried chicken, I would eat over that, but if I was trying to be a little more health conscious or get something a little more fresher, I might pick Boston Market over KFC, and I never thought I'd say that. After giving all those ratings, when you think about it, with the cornbread, way better than the biscuit. So, is it worth the money? A little bit, yeah. Like, I wouldn't not eat here. I wouldn't. I know people are like, oh, Boston Market trap. Just try it again. Don't get the bad stuff. Get the good stuff. If you like mashed potatoes, like this, really not that bad. It's disappointing because my favorite sides are no longer my favorite sides. Cream spinach, mac and cheese are my favorite sides. You flip that on its head, which is weird, but being as unbiased as possible, I would say that it is still kind of a W. It's not like a massive W. It's not like S tier, no. But there are some respectable things on this menu that I wouldn't mind eating. And when you add that in with a brownie, this just has a little more, ironically, of a homemade taste. While the quality has dropped off from 10 years ago. Completely agree with that fact. It's still not that bad when you factor in that you get like a rotisserie chicken. When you go in there, you can see, like, I'd eat that. You can see the chicken's on the vertical spit. You can see it. You know, their sandwiches, which I've had before, are pretty good. Their meatloaf is mid. Their ribs are mid. So there are options on the menu. So if you haven't had Boston Market in a while, I would say, yeah, give it a shot. I don't hate it. Again, there are places I'd pick over it, but on the scale of chicken joints, it's pretty much right there with KFC. That's kind of crazy. I expected to slay everything on here, but I have to be honest about that fact. Let me know if you've had it. Let me know if you agree the quality's falling off. Also, let me know if you agree that you can still find decent things on the menu. I think we can. But that is going to be the end of the video. I like kind of doing these full menu things and kind of going through and ranking things. Some of the places I haven't gone to and just seeing, like, for once and all, if it's good or not good, or if it's worth the money, etc. So I tried to be as unbiased as possible, give you guys as much rankings as possible so that we can kind of see for once and all and kind of put it out there so that everybody knows. But that's going to be the end of the video. Let me know what else you want to see. Drop it in the comments, but we will be back. I say it every time. Tomorrow, more content. I love y'all. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.